Welcome to City Pulse. I'm Pamela Payne, and I'm here with Mayor Ron Arnold, the president of the YMCA, Kyle Noone, and the man in charge of the YMCA, Brandon Melvin. Guys, thank you for talking with me today. Ron, with the new school schedule, can you tell me will that affect the hours of the pool?
Yes, and Brandon and Judge Noone can chime in whenever, however. We sat down and talked about the abbreviated summer schedule. What we have with the new school start time this coming year is we have a 6-week pool season, and we've added a second session in the evening. So we've expanded the time through the day, but it is shorter. So we think we've come up with a great solution, good efficient use of the pool this summer.
Now, Kyle, can you tell me what are the hours of operation that the pool's going to be open this year?
Well, according to the schedule that Brandon has here, and I'll let him elaborate on exactly what the opening date is and what the closing date is. So Brandon, if you want to go ahead and fill in Pam on the dates so everybody can understand exactly when the pool's going to open and exactly how long the season is going to be, when the pool will close, and what the hours of operation will be.
Sure. This year we're going to open on Saturday, June 1st, and it's going to run through July 18th, which I believe is a Thursday. For the hours this year, we got a lot of feedback last year that some people couldn't get off work in time by 5 o'clock. So this year what we've done is adjusted the times from 1 to 5 for the first session, and then a 6 to 10 session in the evening with the sponsorship days. What we did last year was we sponsored Tuesdays. We got sponsors for free admission to the pool for under 18 years old. This year we're expanding that a little bit to 3 days out of the week, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and those will be those times from the 1 to 5 and the 6 to 10. And then on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays we'll be open from 2 to 7. So we feel like, as the mayor said, we feel like that adjusted schedule will be able to kind of fit in with everybody's work schedules and life, obviously.
Now, will there be anything new at the pool this year?
We're still kind of working, we're in the planning stages of that. There may be some things we're looking at, adding some equipment. One thing we've talked about in all of our meetings is we need to make sure that the pool is kind of a fresh new thing every year. So there are some things in the works for that.
Brandon's got some great ideas for the pool. I think everyone will see that we're gonna take it up a notch this year with the overall operation. So we're excited that Brandon's on board. The thing I want to make sure that everyone understands, last year, as Brandon mentioned, Tuesdays were free for kids 18 and under. We're expanding that. It's going to be every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be sponsored days. And so if you're watching this and you have a business or you have an organization or you're just an individual that wants to support the pool or the kids in the community, we are looking for those sponsorships. Judge Noone and I are working on filling those spots just like we did last year. He and I worked in partnership in raising over $81,000 for the pool. This year we don't have to raise as much money, Judge, and that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
We don't have to put roofs on buildings, do things like that. But what we're looking for is we're looking for a sponsor for each set of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you have 2 opportunities on each of those 3 days for either the afternoon session or the evening session. Those sponsorships are $500, and that allows everyone 18 and under to get in free for that day. So we're gonna have a big kickoff in the community announcing that every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are free for kids to get in. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays they'll pay at the gate like normal. So the judge and I are very confident that with the number of sponsorships we had last year, that we'll be able to step it up and get these filled. But again, if you're listening to this and able to do it, please call my office at 552-5076 and let us know of your interest. And Judge Noone or myself, or sometimes both of us, will come talk to you and get the sponsorship written and get your day scheduled. You'll know your day. You get to come to the pool. You can hand things out. You can interact with the kids. It's a great promotional opportunity. We had a couple churches last year, Judge, that did promotions on their vacation Bible schools, and it went over very well. Kids were very receptive. Both churches got back with me and said, biggest vacation Bible school they ever had. So it was a great outreach. I know I spoke to several churches, and I encouraged them to do this because every church has an outreach to the youth, and many of them are struggling with how to connect with kids today. And I jokingly have said to church organizations, look, I've got a facility that we're going to fence them in for 4 or 5 hours. You've got them captive. You can talk to them. You can reach them. You can connect with them. Get to know them. It's very important. So we have lots of sponsorship opportunities. We're blessed to have a lot of renewals this year, Judge. St. Vincent Mercy Hospital, their gift last year was renewable for 2 more years. And so we have some other renewable gifts like that. But the sponsorship days, we already have quite a few of them filled with last year's sponsors. But with this expanded schedule, we've got some new opportunities.
And with the compressed schedule, that's why we're going to the Monday, or the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sponsor day, because since the schedule is compressed this year, which we think will be very successful at that. And just to add on what the mayor has talked about, we're very excited for the 2013 Mary Beth Dunahee Aquatic Center season. And after having 1 year under our belt, we've got to sit back and look at some things and evaluate and analyze what we did correct and what we may have not done the best that we could have done. So we stepped back and made some changes. And the first change is that the guy sitting to my right, Melvin, who's now the site director for the Elwood YMCA. And last summer, we didn't have a site director at the Elwood YMCA, and basically it was basically the mayor, myself, and Jimmy Bird, who was the Madison County director of the Madison County YMCA. So having Brandon on board and being able to run the day-to-day operations of the pool, as well as uptown at the Elwood YMCA branch, is going to be it's an upgrade to exactly what was going on last year, because Brandon is hands-on. He's going to have his pool certification. He's going to be able to run the day-to-day operations that last year we didn't always have. So we're looking to be more efficient and looking to be more effective in ways that we can reach out to the youth, get larger crowds, get better attendance, and also continue to provide the services to the city and the kids.
And can I just say, the change in the Y over the last year, Judge, you're president of the local YMCA board and involved in the Madison County YMCA. The change, Brandon, you may not talk about this yourself, but you need to pat yourself on the back a little bit. I have 2 daughters that just finished volleyball season, and there's multiple things going on at the Y. It's hard to find a parking spot now, which I'm not complaining. I love that problem. So it's not a complaint. Please, I want to have to walk a little bit. But the changes that have taken place over the last year, when we first proposed this a year ago, Judge, we had some kickback in the community. We had some folks not happy with the YMCA for various reasons. We're a small community, and sometimes we have issues with people not liking other people. But we worked very hard to bring that partnership together. It worked very well for our first year, but the changes that I've seen in the Y over the last year, Brandon, a lot of those folks who didn't like the Y a year ago, I run into them now at the Y. So great job.
Thank you.
We look forward to the numbers growing at the pool. I know you'll have some swim lesson opportunities. The cool thing, Pam, is the kids in our community learn to swim at our local pool. The local swim coaches for the school are involved in the pool. So they're seeing these kids at a young age. They're grooming them, preparing them for our next generation of Olympians. As the judge said, this is the Mary Beth Dunahee Aquatic Center for a reason. We have an Olympian diver in our community, and we want to train them up at our city pool. So.
Just add on that, we actually got some recognition recently from the Madison County Chamber of Commerce. The YMCA of Madison County was recognized as the non-for-profit of the year in Madison County. Out of 26 entries, it got whittled down to 6, and then we down to 3, and we won the actual award. The Madison County YMCA did. Brandon and I both serve on the Madison County board, but the Mary Beth Dunahee Aquatic Center was a huge part of the YMCA of Madison County being granted the award. Also, the Madison County Council also recognized how important that the Mary Beth Dunaway Aquatic Center is to the quality of life for Elwood and the community.
Yes.
By giving some gracious money. I don't know exactly what the amount was, Mary, you may know that, but having people in Madison County, not just in Elwood, but outside the city limits, recognizing how important that the pool and that the center is to the quality of life for the citizens of Elwood as well as the kids, and to give to this cause is absolutely overwhelming. It's awesome.
Yes, that was a tremendous award and recognition for all the things that's been going on at our Y. And I know, or like I said, a year ago, we were having very different conversations with people in our community that didn't understand the value and importance of the Y, or maybe had forgotten how important a healthy, thriving Y is to the community. If you have any doubt, if you have not been in the Y lately, go in. It is busy. Brandon has got multiple programs going at any given time. There are kids there. My kids are chomping to go every day and either shoot basketball or do something there. So
It's not the Y of yesterday. It's a fitness center. It's an active building. There's a lot going on. Brandon's got different classes going on. It's not the Y of yesteryear. It's the new. It's fitness oriented, and that's exactly where we wanted to take the YMCA of Elwood, and so we can grow it. It's a cornerstone. It's a foundation of the community. It's been here for years. We want to keep it, continue to be here for years. So with Brandon on board, it's been a huge success. We're going to continue to see success with him on board.
I don't remember it healthier myself. So again, kudos. I know for city employees, there's a payroll deduction to become a member of the Y. At the home show, Brandon, last weekend, I know the Y had a booth there, and then the city had a booth there talking about our new park, which the Y is involved in the Humane Shelter, and then we talked about the pool at our booth as well. But I was talking to a city employee there, and she didn't realize how inexpensive it was for the whole family to join the Y. So when folks should really check with you, check with your staff. You won't believe how easy and inexpensive the memberships are. For my whole family to join was a real value. So
we have multiple corporate discounts available. So especially if you work at a corporation in Elwood or Madison County itself, check with us. We have multiple discounts for those, and not only that, that goes towards the pool as well. You can get quite a bit of a discount for a season pass for the pool by being a YMCA member.
yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I had a parent ask me at the volleyball game last night if we're going to have the season passes again. And I said, not only are we going to have them, but you've made them a better value this year. And I think if anyone calls the Y and inquires about these season passes, they'll realize very quickly.
Well, Brandon, why don't you go ahead and give the cost for season pass?
Sure. The season passes this year. Last year, what we did, I don't think it made a whole lot of sense to get a season pass for a lot of people. You would have to go almost every day of the season. We realize that's not going to happen. We'd like for you to, but so this year what we've done is we've made those, like you said, a better value. So for if you are a YMCA member, for just a single pass, it's $25. For the family pass, it's $50. If you're not a member of the YMCA, you can still have a season pass. That's $40 for a single member, and then $75 for a family, for a non-member.
And Brandon, if I'm a non-member, I know last year, I don't know if you're doing this again this year, if you're not a member and you buy your season pass and become a member, would that $25 go towards your...
We will extend that to the joiner's fee or the registration fee for being a YMCA member. We'll credit that for them, for that family, for that member.
That's great. That's a tremendous value. For $75, you get your pool pass for a family for the season, plus you're paying your joiner's fee to the Y, and that's covered.
And your admission per day?
The admission per day, this year it's going to be $3 for members and $4 for non-members. The nice part about that is if you have, let's say you have a family of 5, you're not going to pay any more than $10 to get in for that day. That hasn't changed.
10 is the maximum?
$10 is the maximum. Now, those do have to be part of your family. You can't bring everybody in Elwood and get in for $10. But for a family, we don't want people to not be able to come because of financial reasons. Basically, anything at the YMCA, we will not turn you away for a financial reason. So for that fact, we capped it at a $10 maximum per day for families.
Now, if people want to buy season passes, where would they go to purchase them?
they can call the YMCA. We have forms available for that. We have that available for the season pass as well as the rental. If you want to rent the pool for a party, which we haven't even.
Yeah, I was going to get ready to talk
Talking
about. You want to shoot the number real quick for the YMCA?
Sure. It's 552-9808. Call up there and ask for Brandon, or my staff will be able to help you as well with the family passes.
Well, let's talk about the rentals a little bit for birthday parties and
Sure.
whatnot.
For the rentals this year, what we're going to be able to do is offer either a 2 or a 3 hour party. Right now, what we're going to do is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as well as Monday. We're closed as far as the pools for the pool on a just for the public. But if you do want to rent that for a private party, we can do that on a Monday as well. For 2 hours, it's $150, which is up to 25 people, and with that you get up to 4 large pizzas or access to the Red Gold Party Patio. There's a grill on the patio. You can bring your own food, grill out hot dogs, hamburgers.
And it's a nice grill.
Yes.
Ceramic countertops. There's a small fridge that goes out there, a sink. So there's a place to prepare food. And
There are also a sound
nice
system, so
party.
you could play music.
You can play music. We will provide the lifeguard for that. Like I said, it's $150 for 2 hours or $200 for 3 hours. If you have more than 25 people or you need more pizzas, there might be some additional charges for that. But that's for the pool rentals, and those will all go through the YMCA at the same 552-9808 number. We'll schedule that for you. And
There's also a stage at the Red Gold Patio.
Yes, there is a stage.
You can have a band or
and
DJ.
DJ. What we really want to try to do is open that up, because I think when people come out to the pool, they're going to see, like you said, what an awesome place it is to host a party. Even if you come out there for a day, if you want to check out the patio and for some reason there's something going on, we have no problem going over there and showing you what it looks like or what you get for that time.
yeah, it's a great value to have a party for a sports team. I know we had a ball team there last year. We had a couple functions.
Church.
Tremendous facility.
Any kind of
great
organizations.
value. I mean, that's your food included for that $150 or $200. If I could, not actually part of the why, but as we're talking about rentals, an enhancement we made, Judge, we talked about last year when we first started the whole pool renovation, was we had a senior citizen center that is sitting right in front of our pool that they had no patio door, no access from that building into that Red Gold Party Patio. With the renovation of the now Birch Bayou Community Center, there's been a door added so that you now can rent that Red Gold Party Patio as part of the rental of the community center. Now, there is a gate that will secure the pool deck area from that party patio, but there's a couple of ways to utilize that Red Gold patio. So
Sure.
I'm excited about that enhancement. Or you can take the community center and the pool and have a really tremendous facility from front to back. That's going to be open sometime mid-April, so in time for the pool.
What's
and
nice is that the Birch Bayou Center used to serve as the bathhouse for the Elwood pool.
Yes.
And it had access in the back rear. You could go to the pool from the bathhouse, which then it was sealed off, which is now being reopened.
Yes.
So it's kind of nostalgic that we can go back from the Birch Bayou Center into the swimming pool area.
Yeah, it really is cool, and as you see the cornerstone on that building, it was built in the 1920s, or dedicated at least in the 20s. So it's kind of cool now to walk back out that door into that pool area.
Sure.
And kind of go back to the future.
Bring back a
if you will. Yeah.
piece of history for the
Yeah.
city of Elwood.
Yeah, absolutely. So great enhancements for the pool, the park. Could I mention too that the Y was very willing, as the city was talking about the need, and the judge mentioned on quality of life. We've had a focus on that, especially in this year. And we've talked about a new humane shelter. We've got great feedback from the community on that. But there's a revitalization going on at that 14th Street Park. And there's a playing field at the Y. As soon as I mentioned it to Brandon, he was in all the way. Is ready to use that field, bring soccer, bring other programs to it, not just soccer, but
T-ball, baseball. We're planning on some like adult flag football later in the year. There'll be multiple uses for it, so it'll be a multi-use field.
Well, that'll be great. I know when the judge and I first started on it, and you know, one of the things we looked at, we had a vision of seeing the Y kids playing on that field again. I know when I grew up, you guys aren't as old as I am, but that was a Little League field,
I
and
played Little League there.
that's where it all happened. And so I went door to door around that neighborhood, Brandon, and talked to those folks. They were excited to think that kids would be back in the park, so they were excited about the Y being involved. But I don't want to get us off track as a pool. We've got sponsorships to get. We want to make sure this season is even bigger than our first at the Mary Beth Dennehy Aquatic Center.
Well, gentlemen, I thank you very much for talking with me today. I really appreciate it.
Pam, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks again to ElwoodIndiana.org, Judge Noone, Brandon.
Thank you.
Thank you for all that you do for our community. I know you don't get thanked enough. I don't know if people realize how community involved you are, the things that you do.
Well,
very
thank you,
grateful.
Mayor. We've got an excellent community, and we want to thank the community for the support for the Mary Beth Dennehy Aquatic Center, because without the community support, it would have never been successful. It wasn't just the mayor and I and whoever else was involved. It was a full community effort, and actually it was a county effort if you want to get down to the logistics of it. But the community supported it. I think they will continue to support it. Like you said, it's a quality of life issue. It's something to do for the youth. It's healthy. So we want to continue to, as the YMCA and being board president of the YMCA, we want to continue to be a partner to that. So on behalf of the YMCA, we thank you, Mayor, thank the City of Elwood, and thank the community for the support.
All right, thank you for tuning in to yet another City Pulse. Pam, thank you for being here. We appreciate ElwoodIndiana.org.
Thank you.